This video is from NCERT book class 10, chapter 8, trigonometry. This is my part 1. In this part, I have explained 8.1 exercise. Now I am going to start this chapter, trigonometry. Trigonometry is derived from the Greek word tri. It means 3. Gon. Gon means sides. Metron. It means measures. A triangle has 3 sides. So trigonometry is the study of relationships between the sides and angles of a triangle. Now I am going to explain trigonometric ratios of the angle. Now what's the meaning of trigonometric ratios of the angle? Ratios of the sides of a right triangle with respect to its acute angle is called trigonometric ratios of the angle. Ratios of the sides of a right triangle with respect to its acute angle is called trigonometric ratios of the angle. Certain ratios involving the sides of a right triangle are called the trigonometric ratios. On the next page, trigonometric ratios of the angle of a right triangle are defined. The trigonometric ratios of the angle A in right triangle ABC are defined as follows. Angle A is an acute angle. Position of the side BC with respect to angle A. So BC faces A. So we call it the side opposite to angle A. So BC is the side opposite to angle A. AC is hypotenuse. Now AB is a part of angle A. So this side is called side adjacent to angle A. Side adjacent to angle A is called base. And side opposite to angle A is called perpendicular. Now I am going to explain here sine of angle A. Sine of angle A is side opposite to angle A upon hypotenuse. That is equal to BC by AC. Now again listen to me. Sine, S-I-N-E, sine of angle A is equal to side opposite to angle A upon hypotenuse. That is equal to BC by AC. In abbreviation, we write it as sine A. Side opposite to angle A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. That is equal to BC by AC. So I can also write it sine A is equal to P by H, perpendicular by hypotenuse. P means perpendicular, P means perpendicular, H means hypotenuse. So sine A is equal to P by H. We pronounce it as sine, but it is S-I-N. Sine A is equal to P by H. P means perpendicular, H means hypotenuse. On next page, I'm going to explain cosine of angle A. Cosine of angle A. Side adjacent to angle A upon hypotenuse. This is equal to AB by AC. Cosine, C-O-S-I-N-E, cosine of angle A. That is equal to side adjacent to angle A upon hypotenuse. That is equal to AB by AC. In short form, in abbreviation, we write it as cos A. Side adjacent to angle A is base upon hypotenuse. This is equal to B by H. That is equal to AB by AC. B means base, H means hypotenuse. So you are going to learn cos A is equal to B by H, base by hypotenuse. This is what you are going to learn. Cos A is equal to B by H. Now I am going to write tangent of angle A. That is equal to side opposite to angle A upon side adjacent to angle A. that is equal to AB by AC. Now see here, tangent, T-A-N-G-E-N-T, tangent of angle A, that is equal to side opposite to angle A upon side adjacent to angle A, that is AB by AC. In abbreviation, we write it as tan A, that is equal to side opposite to angle A is equal to, it means perpendicular upon base, that is tan A is equal to P by B. P means perpendicular, B means base. This is what we are going to learn. This is what we are going to learn. On next page, I am going to explain cosecant A, secant A, and cotangent A. I have made right angle triangle here. Now I am going to explain cosecant of angle A. C-O-S-E-C-A-N-T. C-O-S-E-C-A-N-T. Cosecant of angle A. That is 1 over sine of angle A. It means cosecant of angle A, sine of angle A. They are opposite to each other. That is equal to hypotenuse upon side opposite to angle A. That is equal to AC by BC. Now in short form, we say it as cosec A is equal to 1 over sine A is equal to hypotenuse upon perpendicular is equal to AC by BC. So we are going to learn cosec A is equal to 1 over sine A is equal to H by P. This is what we are going to learn. Next is secant of angle A. 1 over cosine of angle A is equal to hypotenuse upon side adjacent to angle A. In abbreviation, we will write sec A is equal to 1 over cos A is equal to hypotenuse upon base equal to AC by AB. So what we are going to learn? Sec A is equal to 1 over cos A is equal to H by B. So this is what we are going to learn. Sec A is equal to 1 over cos A is equal to H by B. Sec A and cos A, they are reciprocal of each other. Sec A can be written as 1 over cos A can be written as 1 over sine A. Similarly, cosec A can be written as 1 over sine A can be written as 1 over cosec A. On the next page, I am going to explain cotangent A. Again, I have made right angle triangle here, and AB is side adjacent to angle A, BC is side opposite to angle A, and AC is hypotenuse, and side adjacent to A is called base, and side opposite to angle A is called perpendicular. So now I'm going to explain what is cotangent of angle A. Cotangent of angle A, that is equal to side adjacent to angle A upon side opposite to angle A. Side adjacent to angle A upon side opposite to angle A. That is equal to AB by BC. In abbreviation, we write cot, C-O-T, cot A. Side adjacent to angle A is base upon perpendicular. That is B by P. So what we are going to learn? Cot A is equal to B by P. That is B means base or P means perpendicular. Let me explain it again. Sine A is equal to P by H. P means perpendicular, H means hypotenuse. Perpendicular by hypotenuse. Cos A is equal to B by H. B means base, H means perpendicular. Tan A is equal to P by B. P means perpendicular or B means base. Sin A is BC by AC, cos A is AB by AC, and tan is BC by AB. And reciprocal of sin A is cosec A. That is equal to H by P. Reciprocal of cos A is sec A. That is equal to H by P. Reciprocal of tan A is cot A. That is equal to B by P. P means perpendicular, H means hypotenuse, B means base. Now this is a right angle triangle ABC, right angle at B. Now if I talk about this angle, angle A, then this is base and this is perpendicular. If I talk about this angle C, then this is base and this is perpendicular. Now try to understand it, and this is very important. When we talk about this angle A, then we take AB as base and BC as perpendicular. When we talk about this angle C, then BC is base and AB is perpendicular. If I talk about sin A, that is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. That is BC by AC. If I talk about cos A, that is base upon hypotenuse. Now base is AB and hypotenuse AC. If I talk about tan A is P by B. P here is perpendicular, here is BC by AB. Now if I talk about sin C, then P by H. What P is here? P is AB by AC. If I say cos C, what is cos C? B by H. What B is here? B is BC by AC. BC by AC. And what is tan C here? Tan C is P by B. AB by BC. Now check it. This is very important. What sin A is cos A, tan A. What sin C, cos C, tan C. This is very important. Try to understand it. What is sin A, cos A, tan A? What is sin C, cos C, tan C? When we talk about angle A, then base is AB and perpendicular is BC. When we talk about angle C, then base is BC and perpendicular is AB. Please note down certain points. Sin A is not the product of sin and A. Similarly, cos A is not the product of cos and A. Tan is not the product of tan and A. We cannot separate sin from A. Sin separated from A has no meaning. Try to understand. We can never write only word sin, only word cos, only word tan. This is wrong way of writing. We have to write sin A, cos A, tan A. You can say this A is an angle. This can be sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, sin 30, cos 30 degree, tan 30 degree. Sin separated from A has no meaning. Sometimes students develop the habit of writing only sin, cos, and then please don't write. You have to write angle along with sin. Sin A, cos A, you have to write this angle. The second point is value of sin theta and cos theta is always less than 1. Or it can be 1 also. Now I'll explain why. Now this is a right angle triangle. If this side is 3 this side is 4. We know that this side is 5. Now hypotenuse is the longest side. Sine C will be 3 by 5 and cos C will be 4 by 5. So this is less than 1. Since this is the longest side, hypotenuse comes in the denominator. So this is the longest side. So this will always be less than 1. This will always be less than 1. So value of sine theta and cos theta is always less than 1. Or it can be 1 also. Now in the next video, I'll explain sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. Sine 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0. So this value can be 1 also. But the value of sine theta, cos theta is always less than 1. Similarly, value of cosec theta or sec theta is always greater than 1. Why? You can see the value of cosec theta is, in this figure, the value of cosec theta is 5 by 3 and the value of sec theta is 5 by 4. And this is greater than 1, this is greater than 1 because hypotenuse comes in the numerator and that is the longest side. So this will be greater than 1, this will be greater than 1. So value of cosec theta, sec theta will always be greater than 1 and the value of sine theta and cos theta will be always less than 1 or it can be 1 also. And what about tangent theta? The value of tangent theta, now I'll discuss here. The value of tangent theta, it can be equal to 1 also. It can be equal to less than 1. It can be equal to greater than 1. So we can't say the value of tangent theta is always greater than 1. No, that's not possible. It can be 1 because if both the sides are 1, then tangent theta is 1 by 1, 1. So it can be 1. If here it is 3 by 4, so that is less than 1. If 4 comes here and 3 comes here, then it will be greater than 1. So value of tangent theta can be equal to 1, less than 1 or greater than 1. But we can't say the value of tangent theta is always greater than 1, which is asked in one of the questions, where the value of tangent theta is always greater than 1. No, it can be 1, it can be less than 1, it can be greater than 1. Now I am going to solve exercise 8.1. Its first sum is, now the question is, in triangle ABC, right angled at B, AB is 24 centimeter, BC is 7 centimeter. You have to determine sine A cos A. And the second question is, you have to determine sine C cos C. I'm going to draw here right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle ABC, right angle at B. This is angle A and this is angle C. Now AB is given 24 centimeter and BC is given 7 centimeter. First, I'll find AC. This is a right angle triangle. So by Pythagoras, I have AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB is given 24 centimeter, BC is given 7 centimeter. It means 24, 576 plus 49. This is equal to 625. It means AC is equal to 25. Now this AC is 25 centimeter. I'm to find angle A, sine A and cos A. It means sine A, if I am to find sine A, it means this is base, this is perpendicular. So sine A and this is hypotenuse. Now this is base, this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. Now sine A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? Perpendicular is BC and hypotenuse is AC. BC is equal to 7, AC is 25. So 7 upon 25. Now what is cos A? Cos A is equal to base upon hypotenuse. What is base? Base is AB upon AC. What is AB? that is 24 upon 25. Now I am to find sine C. If I am to find this angle, let me draw it with red. Now I am to see this angle now. It means this is base and this is perpendicular. It means sine C is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular here is AB, our hypotenuse is AC. It means 24 upon 25. What is cos C? Cos C is base upon hypotenuse. Now what is base here? Base here is BC upon AC. It means 7 upon 25. So this is sine A, 7 by 25. Cos A is 24 by 25. Sine C is 24 by 25. And cos C is 7 by 25. This is the answer. Now its second question is, figure is given to you. PQR, right angle at Q, and PQ is given 12 centimeter. PR is given 13 centimeter. You are to find tan P minus cot R. So by Pythagoras, PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. Now PR is 13 whole square. PQ is 12 square plus QR square. 169 is equal to 144 plus QR square. 169 minus 144 is equal to QR square. 25 is equal to QR square. It means QR is equal to 5. It means this is 5 centimeter. I am to find tan P. Now this is P. It means if I am to take this angle, so this is base and this is perpendicular. So now what is tan P? Tan P is perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is QR, base is PQ. QR is equal to 5 centimeter, PQ is 12. So that is equal to 5 by 12. What is, now I am to find cot R. Now I am to find, now my angle is this. If I am to find cot R, it means this is the base and this is the perpendicular. So cot R is equal to base over perpendicular. Now base here is QR, perpendicular here is PQ. QR is 5 or PQ is 12. It means 5 by 12. I'm to find tan P minus cot R. It means 5 by 12 minus 5 by 12. That is equal to 0. I'm going to solve question number 5. Question is, given sec theta is equal to 13 by 12, calculate all other trigonometric ratios. I'm going to draw right angle triangle. Now this is right angle triangle at B, and angle C is theta. Now sec theta is given 13 by 12. Now sec theta is, now if this angle is theta, so this is base and this is perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. Now sec theta is hypotenuse upon base. That is equal to 13 by 12. It means hypotenuse is here is AC and base here is BC. AC by BC is 13 by 12. It means ratio between AC and BC is 13 by 13 ratio 12. It means AC ratio BC is equal to 13 ratio 12. Now AC is given 13K and BC is given 12K. I am to find AB. So by Pythagoras, I have AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now AC is given 13K whole square is equal to AB. I am to find AB. So AB square plus BC, 12K whole square. It means 169K square is equal to AB square plus 144K square. 169K square minus 144K square is equal to AB square. It means 25K square is equal to AB square. It means AB is equal to 5K. Now AB is equal to 5K. I am to find other trigonometric ratios. So I am to find sine theta. Sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now perpendicular here is 5K and hypotenuse is 13K. It means 5K upon 13K. K cancelled. I have 5 by 13. Cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. Base here is 12K. Hypotenuse is 13K. So that is equal to 12 by 13. Now tan theta. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular here is 5K and base here is 12K. That means 5 by 12. Now cosec theta, that is equal to 1 over sine theta, that is 13 by 5. Sec theta, I have sec theta 13 by 12. So cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta, that is equal to 12 by 5. This is how we will find all other trigonometric ratios. Now the sixth sum is, the question is angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A is equal to cos B. Then show that angle A is equal to angle B. I'm going to draw right angle triangle. On a right angle triangle ABC, which is right angle at C, A and B are both acute angles. If I am to talk about angle A, then this is base and this is perpendicular. If I am to talk about angle B, then this is the base and this is the perpendicular. Now cos A is equal to base upon hypotenuse. What is base? CA and hypotenuse AB. If I am to talk about cos B again, this is base upon hypotenuse. But now base is equal to BC and hypotenuse is AB. Now cos A is equal to cos B. It means CA upon AB is equal to BC upon AB. Denominator is same. So it implies CA is equal to BC. Now CA is equal to BC. It implies if sides are equal, then it means angle B is equal to angle A. Angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now I'm going to solve question number 7. Now the question is, if cot theta is equal to 7 by 8, evaluate 1 plus sine theta, 1 minus sine theta upon 1 plus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta. And the second part is, you are to evaluate cot square theta. Cot theta is 7 by 8. Base by perpendicular. Now this is right angle triangle. This is angle theta and this is base and this is perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. Now base upon perpendicular is equal to 7 by 8. Now base is BC and perpendicular is AB. That is 7 by 8. It means ratio between BC and AB is equal to 7:8. It means BC is equal to 7K and AB is equal to 8K. I am to find AC. By Pythagoras, I have AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now BC is equal to 7K and AB is equal to 8K. Now AB is 8K, 8K whole square, and BC is 7K whole square. This is equal to 64K square plus 49K square. It means AC square is equal to 113K square. AC is equal to root 113K. Now this is AC root 113K. Now I'm going to find sine theta. Sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? That is AB. What is hypotenuse? That is AC. AB is equal to 8K upon root 113K. That is equal to 8 by root 113. Now I am to find cos theta. Cos theta is base by hypotenuse. Base is equal to BC by AC. That will come out to 7K upon root 113K. K cancel. This is equal. Now we have sine theta is equal to 8 upon root 113 and cos theta is equal to 7 upon root 113. I am to find the value of 1 plus sine theta, 1 minus sine theta upon 1 plus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta. It means I am to find the value of 1 minus sine square theta upon 1 minus cos square theta. A plus B, A minus B is equal to A square minus B square. Similarly, 1 minus cos square theta. Now 1 minus, what is sine theta? 8 upon root 113 whole square upon 1 minus 7 upon root 113 whole square. That is equal to 1 minus 64 upon 113, 1 minus 49 upon 113. That take the LCM, 113 minus 64 upon 113 is the LCM, 113 minus 49. That is equal to 49 upon 113 upon 64 upon 113. 49 upon 113 into 113 upon 64. So you are left with 49 upon 64. Base upon perpendicular. Now base is equal to 7K, perpendicular is equal to 8K. That is 7 by 8. Now cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. I am to find the value of cot square theta. It means 7 by 8 whole square. It means 49 by 64. So that is the answer. Now the 8th question is, I'm going to draw right angle triangle. Now here is right angle triangle. Now this is the angle. So this is base, this is perpendicular, and this is hypotenuse. Now 3 cot A is equal to 4. It means cot A is equal to 4 by 3. It means base by perpendicular is equal to 4 by 3. It means base is equal to AB and perpendicular is equal to BC is equal to 4 by 3. It means AB ratio BC is equal to 4 ratio 3. It means AB is equal to 4K and BC is equal to 3K. I am to find AC. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB is equal to 4K and BC is equal to 3K. It means 4K whole square plus 3K whole square. It means 16K square plus 9K square. It means 25K square. So AC is equal to 5K. Then AC is equal to 5K. And according to question, I am to find this sin A, this cos A, this tan A. It means sin A is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular here is 3K. What is hypotenuse? 5K. That is equal to 3 by 5. Then cos A. Cos A is equal to base by hypotenuse. What is base? Base is equal to 4K by 5K. You have 4 by 5. Now, what is tan A? Tan A is equal to perpendicular upon base. What is perpendicular? 3K by, what is base? 4K. It means 3 by 4. Now, left hand side is equal to 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A. It means 1 minus 3 by 4 whole square upon 1 plus 3 by 4 whole square. It means 1 minus 9 by 16 upon 1 plus 9 by 16. That will come out to be 7 by 16 and 25 by 16. You'll have 7 by 16 upon 25 by 16. It means 7 by 16 into 16 by 25. It means 7 by 25. This is the left hand side. So left hand side is 7 by 25. Now come to the right hand side. Right hand side is cos square A minus sin square A. Cos square A is 4 by 5 whole square. Sin A is 3 by 5 whole square. 16 by 25 minus 9 by 25. It means 25 is the LCM, 16 minus 9, that is 7 by 25. So this is left hand side. So, sorry, this is right hand side. So right hand side is 7 by 25. It implies left hand side is equal to right hand side. Ninth sum. The question is, in triangle ABC, right angled at B, if tangent A is equal to 1 by root 3, find the value of sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. And the second part is cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. Now this is right angle triangle, right angle at B. This is angle A. If this is angle A, then this is base and this is perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. If I am to consider this angle, then this is the base. If I am to consider this angle, then this is the base, this is the perpendicular, and this is the hypotenuse. Tangent A is 1 by root 3. It means perpendicular upon base is equal to 1 by root 3. What is perpendicular? Perpendicular is BC. And what is base? Base is AB. This equal to 1 by root 3. It means BC ratio AB is equal to 1 ratio root 3. It means BC is equal to K and AB is equal to root 3K. I am to find AC. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. It means root 3k whole square plus k square. It means 3k square plus k square. It means 4k square. So AC is equal to 2k. Sin A. Sin A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? Now BC is equal to K and AB is equal to root 3K. Now it means perpendicular is equal to K, hypotenuse is equal to 2K. It means half. What is cos A? Cos A is base upon hypotenuse. What is base? Base is root 3k, hypotenuse is 2k. It means root 3 by 2. It means sin A is equal to 1 by 2, cos A is equal to root 3 by 2. Now this is the angle. If this is the angle, then this is base and this is perpendicular. This is K, this is root 3K. So I have drawn this figure. Accept this. Now we are to consider this angle, C. So if we are to consider this angle, then this is base and this is perpendicular. So I am to find sin C. Sin C is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? AB. What is hypotenuse? AC. AB is root 3k and AC is 2k. So you'll have root 3 by 2. What is cos C? Cos C is base upon hypotenuse. What is base? Base is BC and upon AC. What is BC? K upon 2K. You'll have 1 by 2. So I have all the values. Sin A is 1 by 2. Cos A is root 3 by 2. Sin C is root 3 by 2. And cos C is 1 by 2. Now the first question is you have to find the value of sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. Now substitute the value. Sin A is half. Cos C is half. Cos A is root 3 by 2. Sin C is root 3 by 2. I'll have 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. That will come out to be 4 by 4. That is equal to 1. Its second part is you have to find cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. What is cos A? Root 3 by 2. What is cos C? 1 by 2. Minus what is sin A? 1 by 2. What is sin C? Root 3 by 2. I'll have root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4. It means answer is 0. This is question 10. The question is, in triangle PQR, right angled at Q, PR plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter and PQ is 5 centimeter. Determine the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. Now this is the right angle triangle and right angle at Q. PQ is given 5 centimeter and I am to find sin P, cos P and tan P. It means this is base. If I am to consider this angle, then this is the base, this is the perpendicular, and this is hypotenuse. And now let QR is equal to x centimeter. PQ is given 5 centimeter. Now we have PR plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter. I am to find the value of PR. This is X and this is 25. PR plus X is equal to 25. So PR is equal to 25 minus X centimeter. So this is 25 minus X centimeter. This is X centimeter. This is 25 minus X centimeter. It means this is X centimeter and this is 25 minus X centimeter. Now by Pythagoras, we know PR square is equal to QR square plus PQ square. Now PR is equal to 25 minus X whole square. This is 25 minus X whole square is equal to QR is X square plus PQ is 5 square. It means now apply the formula. Now this is the identity of A minus B whole square. So this will be 25 square plus X square minus 2 times 25 into X is equal to X square plus 25. Now this is equal to 625 plus X square minus 50X is equal to X square plus 25. X square minus 50X minus X square is equal to 25 minus 625. Now this is minus 50X is equal to minus 600. Minus minus cancelled. So I have X is equal to 600 by 50. That is equal to 12. It means perpendicular is equal to 12. And hypotenuse is equal to, which is PR is equal to 25 minus X. It means 25 minus 12 is equal to 13 centimeter. So this is 13 centimeter. Now I am to find the value of sine P. It means perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? That is 12. What is hypotenuse? That is 13. I am to find the value of cos P. That is base upon hypotenuse. What is base? 5. What is hypotenuse? 13. And tan P is equal to perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is 12, base is 5. So these are the values of sine P, cos P, and tan P. Now this is the end of the first part. In this part, I have explained 8.1 exercise, and in the next part, part 2, I am going to explain 8.2 exercise.